Hi Pisces, welcome to your daily reading. I hope you're doing well. We're going to have a look and see what's going on for you at the time you watch this video. Knight of Cups, very nice. Offers, proposals, something really beautiful being offered to you, or you're making some sort of offer or gesture. So let's see what's going on for you at the time you watch this reading. Take what resonates as it resonates with you. Always trust your own discernment. You know that already, okay? And please take a minute to like the video, or a second, doesn't take that long. It helps a great deal, guys. It really does, okay? Liking the videos, sharing them, your comments help, okay? Everything helps the channel grow. I love interacting with you guys. It gives me good feedback in terms of, you know, how you feel about my work and all that. And not to mention, it helps get the videos out there for more and more people. All right, so thank you for everything you do to support the channel. Ace of Wands, action, new beginning, initiation. Okay, let's begin. And happy birthday if your birthday is on the 18th of February. February, where the hell did that come from? March. Listen, if your birthday's on the 18th of February and you're here with us, happy birthday. But happy birthday to the Pisces born 18th of March. I'll pull a card for you at the end, okay? Oh my God, that was so random. Maybe, are you a cusper? I don't know. That could be a significant date for you. What happened on the 18th of February? Because that came out of nowhere. All right, let's see what's going on for Pisces. At the time you watch this video, what does Pisces need to know for their highest good? Okay, that was the most random thing. All right, bottom of the deck, 4 of Pentacles. Saving, but it's also telling you have enough to get going with something. Could be a focus on budget, your finances, a solid foundation, stabilizing something. But it could also be a fear of losing what you have. Okay, so let's see. Current situation, we have the Death card. There's some sort of ending happening or some sort of big transformation. So that could be what has put you with the 4 of Pentacles in a mindset of, I need to hold on to what I have. That could be stabilizing yourself through times of change, but it could also be trying to resist change. That you really can't. Yeah, in the challenge position, we have the Strength card, Leo energy. And this is all about maintaining your position, standing your ground. There could be a big change happening, a big transformation happening, and out of fear of change, you could be trying to keep things as they are. And if that's the message, Pisces, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but with the Death card, it's already done. It's already done. There's nothing to hold on to. What you had to hold on to, it has already changed or gone away. In the foundation, we have the Magician. What is happening here is happening for your highest good. It's part of some sort of plan. It's part of some sort of strategy that could very well be your own. Okay, you just don't necessarily have control over how it's happening, but it's something that you want it to happen eventually, right? For others of you with the Magician here, this could be someone else's plan that's being enacted and you feel a bit manipulated or you feel a bit slighted, which would make sense, right? So let's see. Recent past, the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands with the Death card again, Pisces just says this has been a long time coming. This is something you've been trying to hold back from resist, fight, avoid. And the message here is it's happening. It's done already. It's done already. No matter, it's not up to you. There's nothing you can do to stop this. On the mind, we have the Devil. And this is the 4 of Pentacles. The Devil here is control, is trying to hold on to things. There could also be an energy of manipulation here with the Devil and the Magician. So I don't know if someone did something that's not quite right, that's not quite fair. There could be a lot of anger over the situation. With the Strength card and the Devil, you're being asked to temper this anger because, and I know it might be difficult to see this from where you're standing and going through it, but this is something it's really made, it's meant to help you. It's meant to help you. And I know you're sitting there thinking, how is this big change, you know, the loss of a relationship, the loss of a job, God forbid, the loss of a source of income, the loss of an opportunity, a big shift, and you have to move. And you're obviously thinking, what the hell is what's happening? What am I going to do? How do I get back to stabilizing myself, right? But the thing is, it's almost like you're being asked not to protest too much, okay, with the devil. So if someone's coming in at work and they're telling you starting tomorrow you're doing a different job, this is asking you to just try as best as you can to keep an open mind, because by the time they're telling you this, it's already a done deal. Number one, you can't change it. You can either walk away or you can try to go with it and see where it takes you. Okay, and for some of you, this is happening to get you to release something and walk away from it, because it will no longer be there for you to hold on to it. But it's to get you to move on to a better path. And for others of you, you're being aligned to a better path. And if you just kind of give it some time to see what it's made of, you'll see that actually, you know what, this is better for me than what I was doing before. Because it has that feel to it, to where, you know, the higher ups are making decisions for you. No one's asking you anything, and they're just telling you, hey, from now on, this is what you're doing. And you're going, well, no one asked me. Don't I count? Like, doesn't my opinion count? I'm the one that's supposed to do the job, right? But this is asking you to try to keep an open mind. Because you remember, with the Four of Pentacles, there's still an element of stability. So I'm not like, if it's complete loss of a job, even then there's severance pay, there's things they can put in place. You're not going to be left with absolutely nothing. But for the most part, what I'm seeing is it's almost like the core so if you look at it, like, they're changing your job, okay, completely. The core of you having a job is remaining, but the job is completely different to what you were doing before. And it feels like this decision was made for you, and it feels like it's not right and it's not fair. And you may want to protest and you may want to fight this. The message there, Pisces, you can if you want to, but the message there, by the time it gets to you with the Death card, it's a done deal. Okay, so it's something to be mindful of. That the choice is not, can I go back to what it was? That's no longer a choice. That's no longer an option. The choice that you're left with is, do you go along with the new path to see where it takes you? Or do you throw your hands up, protest, and just bail altogether, go off somewhere else, start from scratch? It's your decision, and that is your decision to make, okay? But that's the choice. There is no option to restore what was, okay? Just to be clear. Oh boy, Pisces. Okay, we have, look at it, we have the Ten of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. You feel like you're in your head over, am I going to be able to rebuild somewhere else? Am I going to be able to get to the happiness I had here, the contentment I had here somewhere else? For others of you, this is something you're in your head about, to where it feels like what's going away would have been your happily ever after, which is why you were so attached to it. But in reality, remember, you're being shifted because what you were holding on to did not have a future. It had gone as far as it could, or it was never going to get you there anyway. Okay? So, this is course correction. This almost feels like, you know, where you attach a lot of value to something because you see potential in it, but the truth is, it will never move past the stage of potential. But we don't see that, and it's difficult for us to accept that. It's where we stay in that relationship for way too long, despite the fact that if we really were to look at it from a rational perspective, we would see that it's been plateauing, or it's actually been a detriment in our lives. It's kept us stuck for quite some time. Okay, if I don't see the Tower come out, I'll be surprised, because that's usually what follows this type of attachment, right? To something that is empty, it's hollow, it's not what we think it is. The Tower comes in and levels it, okay, with some sort of epiphany, some sort of truth, to where we have no choice but to release something that was an illusion to begin with, a dream to begin with. Does that make sense? And by dream, I mean not real. This could also be where someone's manipulated you somehow, tricked you somehow into believing that what they were selling you, literally or metaphorically, was the Ten of Cups, but in reality, it was hollow. And so what's happening is course correction and you're being saved. Okay, interesting. Let's get more cards out, see what's going on for Pisces. What is this for Pisces? Okay, death card in the current situation. 10 of Wands. You've been carrying a burden. You've been working towards a goal that you were never going to reach. Okay? Very sobering message today, but this is dead weight, quite literally. If I were to read these cards like the Lenormand, that system is very literal. This is dead weight. That's what's going away. That's what's being eliminated from your life. You may not be aware of it when it's happening. That's why you're fighting it. Okay? The Strength card in the challenge position, we have the Emperor. It's again control. It's control and authority and feeling out of control. Feeling like control is not with you. And it's triggering, and I get it. But it's also a higher power that's in charge, that's calling the shots. And that could be God, universe, your spiritual team, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, your whoever you work with towards manifestation. Because this is almost like they're saying, we're trying to give you what you want. We're trying to give you what you're asking for. It's just not going to come from this. So first we need to eliminate this, and then we can get you where you need to be. And because we're attached to this outcome, it's like, no, I want this, but it has to be from this situation. They're going, that can't happen. That can't happen, right? The Magician and the Foundation, we have the King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag energy. And this has to do with independence, self-sufficiency, thinking outside the box. It's, try something. Just try to see where it takes you, because you'll see that it is something to your advantage. On the face of it, it doesn't look like it. On the face of it, it's frustrating because it feels like decisions have been made for you without your input. But if you allowed it to run, if you allowed it to unfold, entertained it, tell me more about this new thing, tell me more about this change, what am I expected to do now? You'll see that actually it's much better for you. The Nine of Wands in the recent past, Five of Pentacles. This is, it's almost like fighting for a lost cause. And whatever this is that you've been holding on to has cost you a lot more than it's given you. And if you were to try to see that bigger picture, you would see that. And it's also why this is happening, because you've attached yourself to a black hole. That could be a person, that could be a situation, an environment. It's just taking. It's just taking from you. That is the dead weight that is being eliminated. The Devil on the mind, Wheel of Fortune. Don't try to fight fate, destiny, change. Let that wheel turn, because truly it's trying to take you to a much better place. Okay? Eight of Wands. This is freedom. Wheel of Fortune with the Eight of Wands. This is freedom. This is new life, new energy, progress, expansion, growth. But whatever this that you've been attached to, holding on to, thinking that is it, that's what's going to get you to your goal, whatever this is, that's a dead weight and a black hole, that has been preventing anything new from happening in your life. And you may not even realize it. But it will make sense. If you let the new play out, it will make sense. You will see why it had to be this way. So let's see, 10 of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the 9 of Swords. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Swords, 8 of Cups. You had to be free of something else in order to even see this new opportunity, to embrace it, to accept it. You never would have gone for this new opportunity if the old was still in place. It's that kind of thing. You would have held yourself back, okay, with the Page of Swords. You never would have accepted anything new as long as the old was still standing. But the old, remember, was dead weight, a heavy burden that was just dead weight, and a black hole in your life. And I feel like it's going to be really a tough pill to swallow, because again, it's something that you used to think that was it for you. There's something about it you're not seeing, right? Someone sold you a dream and you couldn't see that it was not based in reality. It was never going to come true. What else for Pisces? Nine of Cups, Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords. Your true wish fulfillment, the true 10 of Cups, that's the reality, that's fate, that's karma, that's justice. The true 10 of Cups is in this other situation, other dynamic. This was a dream here. Whatever this was empty. It was empty. Okay? Whatever this was, it was empty. It was based on words. It was based on illusion. It was based on talk. In order to keep someone in your world, in your sphere, with access to you or access to your resources, to take from you. Five of Pentacles. That is why it needs to go. And the true 10 of Cups can come in with this new person, job, opportunity, situation, dynamic, way of doing things, place, whatever this is. All right, Pisces? So it's up to you what you do. But the guidance here is don't fight too hard. Don't fight this change too hard, because it's happening. It's meant to align you with your true wish fulfillment. And it's difficult, but you see how his eyes are covered in the devil? You don't see that something in the situation you've been fighting for, there's something in it where you don't see that it's not true, that it's not real. Okay? It's very convincing. And it's going to be tricky, but if you can, for a moment, question, what if it's not real? And just look at everything that's happened, how much you've invested into the situation, and what you've truly gotten from it. And I'm not talking words or promises. Truly, concrete, what have you got out of it? Because you've put everything you had into it. What has it given you, though? If you start questioning things from that perspective, it will become clear. It will become clear that it was empty. Okay? And then you can see this new opportunity that's trying to come in. Because for some of you, you're blocking this. You're not even looking for it. You're not even interested. You're just completely blocking it. Okay? When you start to question the old dynamic, that's when this new situation will come up on your radar. Because you're opening your mind to the possibilities. Do you see what I mean? And for others of you, this has been around you. You've been interacting with this. It's trying to come in. It's trying to take shape and take root in your life. But it can't get very far until you release yourself from this other dynamic. Or you know what? Until you just let it... until you allow yourself to be released from it. Because with the Death card here and the Wheel of Fortune, this is something that has already... it's done. It's already gone. It's already dead. It's already changed. It's already shifted, right? And it's a case of accepting, of embracing. And that sounds a hell of a lot easier than what it is. Easier said than done. Under the Four of Pentacles, we have the Six of Wands. We have the Three of Cups. Here's that Knight of Cups again. The Hermit and Judgment. With the Lovers, with the World. Okay? You have to be free in order to see your true wish fulfillment. You have to keep an open mind. And if you're trying to be released from something, contemplate it. Entertain it. Why is that? I wonder why this is happening. Would this be a bad situation? Is that why it's going away? Why is it going away? What have I put into it and what am I getting out of it? How much have I put into it? What am I getting out of it? Is it a fair situation? Because if it's not quite fair, then it's like, well, maybe that's why it's going away. But you know what? That would mean there's something better. If you believe in that's how manifestation works, right? And energy. Because all you have to do is look for the answers, be open to the answers, be open to the clarity, and it will be right there, clear as day. Clear as day, okay? And this devil can be old ways of thinking, old patterns of behavior, things you were brought up to believe, things you were taught to believe, taught to pursue, taught that that would make you happy, right? And there's an opportunity to do things differently, to do things your way. And it's almost like I never really sat and figured out what my way would be. I just went and tried to fulfill the dream I was sold, right? Brought up to believe that if you have this and this and this, you're happy, you're achieved, you're accomplished. And I've been trying to chase that my whole life, and it's not happened. It's not come together. I don't feel accomplished. But if I look at this other opportunity, it looks different, it feels different, it makes me happy, it makes me curious, I want to go pursue it, right? And the only thing holding you back is these old beliefs. That could be how that plays out, right? And it's time to release those old beliefs. They hold no value to you. They don't resonate with you. They did not come from you. You see what I mean? Some very interesting messages, some very deep messages. I think it might be because we're coming up to there's a full moon lunar eclipse coming up in about a week. This feels like that kind of energy. Okay, so let's see. Oracle energy and advice here for Pisces when it comes to this situation. What else does Pisces need to know? What else does Pisces need to know when it comes to this situation? But a cycle of lack, of feeling empty, unfulfilled, dead-end situations, dead-end, you think they're going to be investments and it turns out to be a loss. That cycle is trying to end in your life, Pisces, but we have to let it end. We have to let the energy shift, okay? Because it's shifting anyway, but it can either feel like a blessing and a breath of fresh air and excitement, or it can feel like the worst thing in the world is happening to us. And you go through fighting it and the stress and the anxiety and all that. And by the end, when the dust settles, you get to the same place of, you know what, actually, maybe this wasn't so bad, right? So it's how you want to go through the change. We have Gentle Gardener, number 2. So there's definitely very subtle changes here, but things are shifting to bring you peace, to bring you balance. Try not to sneeze. But there's a need to kind of go with the flow. There's a need to allow for things to grow. There's a need to allow for things to show you what they are, right? And it goes back to allowing something to unfold. So you can see then by comparison, actually this is better. But we have to allow that to happen first, right? For things to unfold. Get to know the new opportunity, and then you can compare it to the old and get new information that way. You know what I mean? We have Sacred Pool, number 47, adding up to an 11. And I get an energy of, you see how she's just kind of floating? You're in a sacred pool, meaning you're protected. You're in the flow of creation. You're in the flow of abundance. All you have to do is kind of just let it happen. Go with it. Don't fight it. Okay? It's almost like, you know, when you're not that confident of a swimmer and you find yourself in deep water, if you struggle, sometimes you do more damage than good and you could end up going under. Versus if you just kind of try to just kind of float there, a hell of a lot less effort and pain, and you know what? You'll be floating. You'll be fine. Right? Do you see what I mean? Oh my God, look at it. Ride the wave, number 14. See what I mean? I'm not making it up. The wave of change. Ride the wave. See where it takes you, because it's trying to take you to your true wish fulfillment. What's in the way is an attachment to a ghost, a dream, an illusion. And by dream, I mean not real. Wow. Dragon's Lair, number 19, adding up to a 20. This is fear of the unknown. This is fear of the unknown. As long as you're in that frozen castle, you know what's up. You might not be comfortable, but you're familiar with it. You know all the rooms, you know all the ins and outs and the exits and all that. But why are you there? Who are you there for? You know, and you see how it's all frozen? And that dragon's flying about, those are your fears. That's the devil energy, right? Your fears, your doubts, your insecurities, where we then try to overcompensate and want to autocorrect and go overboard and hold on to things the way they are, frozen. But that also means barren, empty. And it's time for change, and that's what's trying to happen. True change, positive change, peaks of joy, golden palace. You see the difference? And protecting treasure. What are you holding on to? What do you think you're protecting? Is it real? Is it real? Okay, because you're trying to be put on the path of the golden palace with the Ace of Pentacles and the true Ten of Cups. You're currently in the dragon's lair and you may not even know it. Okay, so just some things to consider, Pisces. Just make sure that what you're holding on to and fighting for is real. Okay, because for the most part, it's a dream, it's someone else's belief, it's someone else's rules, it's someone else's goals, it's someone else's fears. So let's see, birthday message for Pisces born March 18th. My home is a peaceful haven. I bless my home with love. I put love in every corner, and my home lovingly responds with warmth and comfort. I am at peace. And again, it's home, it's safety, it's security, protection, right? But what are you protecting? And are you just trying to hold on to what's familiar? But is that a good thing, or is that actually holding you back from anything new and big and bold and beautiful to come into your life? Okay? It's time to really look at things and tell the difference between illusion and reality. Okay? A promised happily ever after, but it never quite gets delivered, versus a true concrete opportunity. There's a goal, there's a plan, there's a strategy, there's things in place. You see results as you go. You don't have to, it's almost like working with someone and they keep making you promise after promise after promise, and it's like, well, you know how it is, Pisces. I told you it'll be 5 years before you see anything happen, right? And you're like, yeah, okay, you told me that. I know that's how it works, and I'm just gonna have to keep going and trust in whatever. Versus you're talking to someone going, Pisces, I can do that for you. Like, if we work together, this is what you can expect to see from me. By next week, you'll see this. And next week comes along and you see exactly what they told you would see. 2 weeks from now, you'll see that. 2 weeks comes along, you're seeing what they're telling you you're going to see. Do you see what I mean? It's the truth. Okay, so you got some decisions to make, Pisces. All right, and I really hope this helps you. Okay, I'm looking forward to your thoughts, looking forward to your feedback. Let me know how you resonate with the ring if you do. It's a tough pill to swallow. I assume, yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow, because whatever it is you've been working so hard towards feels, you want it to be real. You want it so bad. You want it to be real, and I get it, Pisces. But it looks like someone is taking advantage of you somehow. Or it's your own doubts, fears, and insecurities that are playing on your emotions to keep you in a place that is barren, is empty, is frozen. And it could all be because of some sort of fear of the unknown, right? If it's not someone else manipulating the situation or trying to manipulate you or put fear and doubt in your head, etc., etc. Okay? But I really hope this helps you, okay? I'm looking forward to your thoughts. Let me know how I resonate with the ring if you do, and, you know, just consider things. Don't come for me. All I say is said with love, and I've been here. I know what this looks like. I know what this feels like. I've experienced it, and I know it's an important message. It's difficult to receive, but if we do, it leads to true blessed change. Okay, so that's the goal. That's my intention. So I hope it's received that way, okay? But I'm going to leave it there. Hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.